Hi guys, it's Samantha here. Welcome to another installment of Excel. Look at my hair. Today I'll be talking about transitioning, moving from relaxed, chemically processed, heat damaged hair to natural hair. If you want to see that, stay tuned for the video.
Samantha, oh, Samantha, baby, take it easy, oh. Samantha, oh, Samantha, hey, baby, that you do me.
So, my curly hair journey started about 6 years ago after the birth of my first child. And if you're a mother, you will know that having a newborn is very tiring. I'm tired now. It's very tiring, and I didn't have any energy. I didn't have any list to do a damn thing, and I especially didn't have list to do with my hair. Like, my hair was up the whole time in a pony, and I just looked really bad. But what I did have was a lot of free time to spend on my phone. And I came across this girl with beautiful curly hair, and I was like, wow. When last have I wet looked my hair? And so I went down a rabbit hole of Google information about curly hair movement and specifically about the curly girl method. I want to talk to you guys about things that I wish I knew back then that would have made my transitioning much easier, much simpler, less bumpy. And yeah, so the first thing I wish I'd known was that you don't have to accept the first thing that you come across. I don't know if that's your problem, but that's my problem. So if I see someone doing something and it's working for them, and I'm like, I'm gonna try that right now, and I try it, without doing any further research to see if this is actually something that I want to do, if it's something that will work well for me, or anything like that. And that is my downfall. So number one, research as much as you can. If you see someone do something, go find out more about it, find out from different sources, find out from different people, different testimonials, and then you can take all that information and then just change it up for your own needs. Right. So one of the examples of mistakes I made is that I don't know how or why this happened, but I read that we no longer wash hair with shampoo, we no longer use conditioner. Instead of those, you would use baking soda, bicarbonate of soda, to wash your hair, or you would use apple cider vinegar to condition your hair. So you'll take the baking soda, make it into a paste, and then wash your scalp, and then after that you will use the apple cider vinegar and then rinse your hair, and that'll be your conditioner. And I don't know, man. So after I read that, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. I didn't read any further, and I did that every day for like a week. I don't know how much water I wasted, but I wasted water. And I did that for a whole week, and it wasn't bad. It was a mistake. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be like me, okay? Let me be your cautionary tale. Cool. So research as much as you can. Number two, realizing that one person's results will always differ from someone else's. And the main reason is that no two people's curls are the exact same. You can see someone using a product or a styling method, and you're like, wow, amazing, I'm gonna do that because obviously it's working for her or him, and I'm sure it'll work for me. And I tried that. I bought the products and I was like, damn, it's not working. Why isn't it working for me? It looked so good on her hair. The reason for that is because she had wavy hair, and I have curly hair. My hair is heavier, there's more of it. That product was too lightweight, and it didn't work. But I know that now. I didn't know it then. Okay. Or I saw a girl with 3C hair and she used, you know, the styling method to style her hair, and I said, oh shit, let me do that. Bad idea, cause it didn't work. So do the research to find out what is your hair type. You know, do you have curly hair? Do you have coily hair? Do you have wavy hair? What do you have? And what is your hair texture like? Do you have a 1, 2, 3? What do you have? Find out what all of those things mean, you know, and then find out which products would work best for you. Cool. Number 3, cutting my hair. Sorry, not cutting my hair. That's number 3. I didn't cut my hair because I was obsessed with having really long hair, with it being here while being curly. And the problem with that is that my ends were dodgy, right? My ends were dodgy, they were split, they were damaged, and they were breaking off. And I was like, why is my hair not growing, you know? Well, I wasn't retaining any length because my hair kept breaking apart. So yeah, because I didn't cut my hair wasn't growing. Well, it was growing. Obviously hair grows from the roots, it doesn't grow from the ends. But if there's growth here of this much but there's breakage of that much, you know, math. Cool. Number 4, cutting my hair. Yes, when I realized my mistake of not cutting my hair, I was like, damn, I'm gonna cut this hair, and I cut off a big chunk of my hair. And that was a mistake because I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to cut off all of my hair in order for me to see growth. I just needed to cut off the dead ends, the damaged ends that were not helping me. I just needed to cut that, just a piece, okay? So if you are thinking of transitioning and you wonder, should I do a big chop? Should I just transition with the hair that I have? The choice is yours, you know. Just make sure that you do a trim if you want to retain your length. Do a trim so that your hair doesn't break off, right? If you don't want to do a big chop, that really is up to you. You don't have to cut up all your hair to go natural. Cool. Now I want to tell you guys my 5-step process that will ensure that your hair goes from chemically damaged, heat damaged to number 1. You only have to wash your hair when you think or feel that your hair is dirty. Okay, you don't have to wash your hair every day. You don't have to wash your hair every second day. You don't have to wash your hair every week. Wash your hair when you feel like you want to wash your hair. Okay, if you feel like, oh, man, my hair be itching now, time to wash it, then do that. It's up to you. You will know best when you feel like your hair needs a wash, okay? Number 2, deep condition your hair once a month. For myself, I try to deep condition my hair once a week. I try. I don't succeed. I fail more than I succeed, but I try. To start out, deep condition your hair once a month. That's more than enough to see really good results. But before you deep condition your hair, you need to find out what does your hair need, right? If your hair is chemically processed, if it has like really dead ends, chances are your hair is brittle, it's weak, and it needs to be strengthened. So you will probably need a protein deep conditioner. If your hair is really dry and your scalp is like itchy, you're probably going to need a moisturizing deep conditioner, either protein or moisture, one of the two, so that you can have a balanced hair. Right, how do you know if a deep conditioner has protein? It'll say things on the box, like on the container box. I'd love to see a conditioner come in the box. Anyway, see if it has words like fortifying, strengthening, repairing in the name, you know, repairing deep mask, you will know that is a protein mask. If it has moisture in it, if it's moisturizing, it will say moisturizing or hydrating. Those are the two you need to look out for. I do suggest having both of those in your cupboard, so that 1 month you will do a protein mask, the next month you will do a hydrating mask, just to keep things, you know, on a level playing field. Okay, cool. Right, number 3, clarify your hair once a month. So before you deep condition your hair, you need to clarify it. If you are not going to be using a sulfate shampoo, it is important to clarify your hair in order to remove buildup. What is buildup? Man, it's another story, but just to give you a brief overview of what buildup is. So you wash your hair with a non-sulfate shampoo. It's not stripping, it cleans your scalp sharp, it does that, you know, but it does not completely remove all the product that is in your hair from previous wash days or the whatever. Your hair feels clean, you know, but there are still trace amounts in your hair, and over time those trace amounts can build up and cause your hair to feel lifeless. It can feel heavy, it can feel weighed down, and this is the point where you need to clarify your hair. I clarify my hair using an apple cider vinegar rinse. I use a half a cup of apple cider vinegar with 1 cup of water. I'll mix that in my spray bottle, spray it all over my hair, and then I will leave that. I'll do my shampoo, yes, my non-sulfate shampoo, and then I will do my apple cider vinegar rinse, and I will leave that on my hair with the plastic over it so it can do its thing, remove all the nonsense from my hair. And then after I rinse that, I will then put on my deep conditioner, because now the deep conditioner has somewhere to go, you know. There's not space in being taken up by all the other shit. Cool. Number 4, sleep with a satin bonnet. Put a satin cap on your hair, because satin is not abrasive. It'll just move over your curls instead of disrupting the curl pattern. So satin bonnet or satin or silk pillowcase. I had an old sheet, I'm not gonna lie, I had an old satin sheet here and I cut that shit up. I cut it up to make bonnets, and I gave those away. And you saw my little scarfie that is from that old, you know, whatever. Or in between wash days, if you're not trying to preserve your curls for the next day, go ahead and plait your hair, you know. Look up some styling methods that protect your hair, protective styles, where you do braids or you do twists or whatever. I did a lot of twists in my day, yes, so a lot. Now I don't bother. I probably should. It's really bad, you know, don't follow my example, but do some twist outs, do the bantu knots, you know, do whatever you can to protect the majority of your hair, so that when it is time for that special occasion, your hair can look fabulous, you know, because you've been protecting it, right? And number 5, and probably most important, right, is for you to remember that this is not a sprint. It's not a sprint. It's gonna take time, and however long it takes is dependent on you, you know, and what you do and how well you take care of your hair. Underneath there is beautiful, gorgeous curls just waiting to come out and show you what it's about, you know. Remember that it took years for your hair to get to the state that it's in, and it's gonna take a while for it to get back there, unless you start from zero and cut it all off. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. It's your choice, it's your life, it's your hair, whatever. Yeah, so be patient with yourself, love yourself, and enjoy the journey, you know. It's a journey of self-discovery. You'll find out if you're a patient person, you'll find out if you hate curly hair even, you know. That's fine, at least you tried it, you know. Whatever. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if there's any other content that you want, any other questions you'd like me to clarify, and yeah.